Hey guys, I'm gonna do something a bit different from now on. Every time I rent a movie, either it's a DVD or Blu-ray, I'll definitely do a review on it. And it could be a movie I haven't seen before or a movie I have seen before. I just wanted to watch it again and do a review on it. So I'm creating a series called DVD Rental Reviews. And let's start off with Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Now, I really wanted to see this movie last year, and I thought the trailers were funny. But the thing is that one, there were a lot of movies, there were a lot of other movies to watch, and two, I heard a lot of bad buzz about it, so I was like, nah, I'll wait until I rent it, and that's actually a good decision because I felt like if I actually watched this in theaters and paid money to see this in theaters, I would have been very, very disappointed. So the movie itself, it's like almost 100 minutes, including credits, and it's really not a bad film. I mean, it's not really decent to be honest. I understood that a lot of people say that the movie is not as funny as it should be. I mean, it's look at the title, "Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse." That's the funniest thing about this movie, and that's sad. Just the title alone. Ah, man. And that's the thing because while watching this movie, I'm like, wow, this felt like a sequel to Zombieland. But it doesn't feel like a sequel to Zombieland. And these jokes, a lot of the jokes are pretty lame, but I wouldn't say that the movie was boring, and I don't think the movie was offensive at all. I mean, well, that's the thing. They do make a lot of boob jokes, dick jokes, fart jokes, poop jokes, and all that stuff. So if you're don't like those that kind of humor, you're not gonna like this movie. And but the acting was pretty good, especially from the kid who's supposed to play Cyclops in X-Men Apocalypse. I thought he was fine. And Patrick Schwarzenegger, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, is in this movie, and he's a total dickbag. I thought he was great. He was fun. There's this girl who I keep seeing in a lot of movies lately. I believe the actress' name is Houston Stage or something like that. Houston Sage, and she was recently in Goosebumps as well. And I believe some of the Nicholas Sparks movies. Well, not Nicholas Sparks. Hold on, sorry. Who's the other guy? I totally forgot. I believe she was in The Fault in Our Stars or something like that, or Paper Towns, one of those movies. But yeah, she's always plays the damsel in distress in these kind of movies. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, she's hot, but come on, is that the extent of your character? Jeez. And we do have another actress in the movie, Sarah Dumont, I believe that's her name, and she was great. I really liked her. I actually wanted her to be the main character. But the movie does focus on these three teenagers. Um, Ty Sheridan, I believe that's the kid's name, the one who's supposed to be Cyclops in the X-Men Apocalypse. And there's a kid named Logan Miller, and I thought he was pretty annoying in the movie, but I wouldn't say it's the actor's fault. They just wrote the character that way. And another kid named who plays Augie, the fat one, and that's the joke, that he's the fat one. He's a geek. He's a nerd. His friends don't really want to hang around with him anymore. They just stuck with the scouts because they felt bad for him. And that's the extent of his character, to be honest. But at times, their friendship is kind of charming. When they actually work together, especially near the end when they feel like they're all going to die and they're saying their last words to each other, I actually like that. I was wondering where the fuck was that throughout the rest of the movie. Jesus Christ. And like I said, the one kid who all he thinks about is fucking and wanting to feel up boobs and stuff like that. He was pretty annoying. Uh, is it is it do we really need cliches like these in these kind of horror movies, that we have to have this one guy who has to be a dick and he all he has to do is think about sex? That's the only thing? And Cloris Leachman is also in this movie, and oh my god. Chances are that's a stunt double, but there was a scene where zombie Cloris Leachman was trying to bite the kid who just wants to have sex all the time, and she pulled down his pants and was trying to bite his ass, but because she doesn't have teeth, she was just gumming his ass, and I'm like, oh, we don't really need to see that. Ugh. And there is a dick joke. There's this naked guy who was trying to eat Cyclops kid, and he was about to fall off the window, and then he grabbed at something, and at first you were like, huh, that's a weird looking rope. And then you realize, holy shit, it's the zombie's dick. And the dick is like this long, super long, and it keeps stretching and stretching and stretching until it rips. Ugh. I felt like this was written by the same guys who made the Piranha movies. Ugh. And yeah, some of the humors is pretty bad. And also, there's a couple things that don't make sense. These zombies, these are basically the Zombieland zombies, except that they are kind of able to talk and do certain actions. It's really weird. Um, or I could say they're like the warm body zombies in that aspect because these zombies run very quickly, but they are able to do certain actions that I never seen zombies actually do. Like there was a zombie actually wielding a gun and shooting at the teenagers. Sure, he was a bad shot because he's a zombie and he the ricochet keeps uh, making him miss his shots. But at the same time, I never really seen zombies do that. Unless the gun's really stuck in his hand because of rigor mortis or something like that. But no, it's like he's actually aiming for them. And there was a stripper zombie too, and it was so weird because when you see this scene, you know she's a zombie because you can see the blue veins around her and you see a little bit of blood on her. But then all of a sudden she's dancing around a pole. She's actually doing these moves and she's walking like a cat and stuff, and then goes back. And I'm like, wait a second, zombies don't act this way. Is it like muscle memory or something like that? It makes no sense. And then there was another scene where they meet up with the zombie, and it turns out to be the homeless drunk guy that they saw in the in like a quickie mart or something like that. And then it turns out that he's able to sing to Britney Spears. I'm confused. And the ending too. There's a scene in the middle of the credits which I thought was kind of funny, but what's very confusing is that David Kochner, he actually, it turns out that he's still alive even though he exploded, and his head is on the ground. A bird crapped on it, and he's like, "Okay, the end." What? So I'm kind of confused on what kind of zombies these are, and are they trying to poke fun at the Day of the Dead movie? That's what I'm thinking because I felt like when the zombie was saying to Britney Spears, I was like, oh, are they trying to make fun of Bubba from the Day of the Dead? But that joke went out. That went nowhere because he immediately gets shot and no one talks about it. So I was very confused about the way these zombies work. And also, apparently, the animals could be affected as well. So I was like, okay, so there's a zombie deer, zombie cats. What else are you going to give us, movie? Nothing else. You had a great idea. You showed that these animals could also be affected by the zombie virus, and you don't take full advantage of that? I do not get that. Again. I mean, we saw zombie beaver bear in Zombievers, and now you're telling me you're just gonna stop with zombie deer and zombie cats and that's it? No other animals in this town and the forest is affected? There's no zombie birds or something like that? Zombie dogs? No? Come on. And that's the thing. I felt like this movie should have been more crazy, more out there. But I think because of its budget, they can't really show that much, so they have to make it very, very simple. And the problem is, it's too simple. And it's not as crazy as it should be. At least with Zombieland, we see some visual gags and something that we usually don't see in zombie movies. And also, there was a Bill Murray cameo too, and that was hilarious. And, they made fun of Ghostbusters. They were in this amusement park, and they used that to full effect. Here, the final battle takes place at a freaking nightclub in some kind of abandoned construction site slash high school slash I don't know where this took place. I don't know. The whole movie took place over a day, but yeah, I don't know some of these locations. It was very, very confusing. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed because I thought this movie would be even more crazy, but no, it isn't. It was way too simple, and that sucked. And I remember reading some interviews saying that if this movie was a hit, there will be sequels. And I kind of want there to be a sequel but the problem is, I don't think this movie made its budget back. I think it was pretty much a flop. I think did it say it was $15 million budget or $50 million budget? It's one of those two, but I heard that this movie really didn't make that much money. Either no one heard about it or no one wanted to see it. And yeah, that's the movie itself. The there were, like I said, there were a couple good things. I do like the chemistry between the Cyclops kid and Sarah Dumont. Actually, I kind of want them to be together, even though I know there's a huge age difference. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? These two have very good chemistry. I want them to hook up instead of the Cyclops kid with the girl who's always a damsel in distress. Patrick Schwarzenegger was pretty good in this for being a dick. And yes, the Dead Rising elements, like making up the weapons, that was pretty cool to see. I wish there was a lot more of that. So that's how I felt about Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, guys. If you've seen the movie, write down in the comments below how do you feel about the movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know. Guys, if you like this video, please click the like button. If you like to subscribe, there's an annotation here for subscribing. So until next time, guys, see you later and thank you for watching.